Rugby. I normally end videos like that, but I'm going to begin it like this today because it's different. I've got a face for once, which I normally don't bother having, but it's a special time of year. It's the best time of year. Some might say it's the start of a Guinness Pro 12, the Guinness Pro 14 season, or the Rugby World Cup, one or the other. I get the two confused because they're both wonderful. So, what I want to run through very quickly is our plan for the tournament, all the things that are going to be happening, because I think there's quite a lot that is quite exciting, hopefully happening around the channel. Starting in just the next few days. Just the next few days, we're going to have an awful lot happening. So we had the Tonga video went up yesterday as you're watching this, if you're watching this the day it came out. If not, there's probably not much nutritional content for you if you're watching it months down the line, but you know, fair enough. We have Australia coming up tomorrow. We then have Namibia. We have Japan. We have France. That's the other one coming up the day before the tournament starts. The morning of the tournament, now I did this last time, I did a live stream. I did it from a park somewhere in Tokyo. I just found and sat in a park and did it there. The plan is to do the same thing on the morning of the 8th, to have a live stream taking place on the 8th. And we'll do big questions and answers, do all sorts. That's the plan. That's the intention. As for videos during the tournament, I have been in contact with World Rugby. I've spoken to World Rugby. I'm still waiting for hard details on things. We've not had any kind of hard and fast confirmation on anything. The channel was whitelisted the week of the final in 2019, and then that continued through the Women's World Cup last year. So I'm hoping things will be able to continue as they always have been. That's the plan. As far as we know at the minute, my plan is to try and execute as normal. Try and deliver the videos as you'd want. I'm not going to commit to making a video on every single game as I tried to in 2019 because I almost had a breakdown. Same see any Six Nations where I tried to do that. But we will try and cover as many as possible. I really want to talk about these smaller teams, just speaking personally, to just try and get through as many of them and talk about them and celebrate them as well, because I'm really excited to see Portugal and Chile and all the others play in this World Cup. England as well, they're one of the small teams I'm really looking forward to seeing. But some of you may be aware, for the last couple of years, I have done, alongside my brother, the illustrious Mr. Will Owen, the stupidest, dumbest rugby podcast that nobody asked for, the Squidge Rugby World Cup retrospective, where we've gone through World Cup by World Cup, watched old games back, one each week. We've done the entire 2011 World Cup, we've done the entire 1987 World Cup, which was an experience, and now we're pausing at the end of the group stage of the 2007 World Cup in order to pick up the other tournament in France and change the podcast into the Rugby World Cup Contemporary. Now, the plan isn't necessarily to do an episode on every game, but every match day is the aim, but we may record more than that. We'll see how it goes. So, on the evening of the 6th of September, I've still got no idea why I'm holding a rugby ball. We're going to be at the bar in Paris, the rugby bar in Paris. No scrum, no win. There are two of them. We are going to be at this one. I'm very excited to visit it. There will be this one here. There's some pictures of it, as you can see here. I can't, because I am stupid and in the past. It's designed to be in the kind of style of an old clubhouse. I'd love it if people came along. Ideally, wear your country's jersey. Wear, for instance, Japan or Argentina or even the USA. Whoever it is, wherever you're from, or your club, whatever. Please come along, join us. If more than 2 people turn up, we'll be delighted. However, there's another thing happening beyond that, beyond this meetup on the 6th. We're going to say, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and run through until they kick us out, potentially. We're looking to also hold the Squidge Rugby World Cup France 2023. A touch tournament, which I want to make very clear, is the most casual, the least serious, the touch tournament, the Rugby World Cup for people who perhaps aren't any good at rugby, really. If you are good at rugby, you're still allowed to come and play. But we don't want anyone taking it too seriously. I want to be the very casual, very kind of just having a song and a dance. We're looking to do it. The idea is in Nice on the weekend of the 16th, 17th, or the Monday, the 18th. We're ideally hoping for the Sunday, the 17th, but we're still trying to work things out with a rugby club and with a kind of venue. And so there's some stuff that is still up in the air. Hopefully we'll have more details at the end of videos, and I'll tweet about it, and I'll post it probably one of those like community tab things that will pop up when you're just scrolling through pointlessly and it comes up saying, oh look, this is the date of the thing. Keep your eyes peeled for that. But the idea is we'll do a touch tournament. And that leaves one more thing, just the Squidge Rugby Fantasy League. That's the last time I finished middle of the pack, but I started really well. I was first after the first game, and then it all went downhill from there, but that's fine. Please go ahead and join. There'll be a link in the description. Sign up, make your team, and prove that you know more than me, because I'm putting loads of Uruguay and Portugal players and Chile and the lot in instead of like All Blacks who are actually going to score points. So please go ahead, join that. Please come on the 6th to No Scrum, No Win in Paris if you happen to be in the Paris of France for the rugby. And please come if you fancy a game of touch. Please join it, watch the videos. Hopefully you enjoy the World Cup previews. A hell of a lot of work gone into them. There's a playlist of all of them. There'll be 20 by the time the tournament kicks off. There's currently, as you watch this, 16. And the others will be coming over the next few days, one a day leading into the World Cup. And hopefully that's enough to be getting on with. And then hopefully during the World Cup, we'll see you for much, much, much more rugby.